2 p.m. on March 1st. Look, with the help of a guy who is a regular guy that's been here a long time, who specializes in cooling systems, heating and cooling, helped me out. He parked beside me, asked me, and I was trying to get the old one out, which just kept breaking a lot of pieces. That's the new one, but I'm running out of strength and my elbow hurts to try to connect. He was using his blowtorch that he had. He had so many tools. That's his profession, you know, laborer, you know, with jack of all trades. So it's still better, and I'll have to, next time I stop by a mechanic, maybe. Like here, there's so much corrosion in this cable. I shot some of the cleaner, but I disconnected this one, but not this one, just to test to see if anything is different. Hopefully it'll start now, otherwise I'll have to reconnect this, but maybe the shooting the stuff in it. I'll have to retighten this. I'll have to refill the coolant a bit. And but I'm still grateful for everything I got done. I went to see how much I had in the bank, and there was a dental office, and I said, "Oh, do you have any appointments to fix this tooth?" And they said yes, and you know, by the time I'm sitting, they're out of time. So they want to take the x-ray that day, and then the repair the next day. It's like, no, I'm trying to leave town. And but we rebooked the appointment tomorrow afternoon, so that means I'll have to stay 2 more nights here. But it's okay. I'm so freaking tired right now. I was tired already at around noon, and it's not because I didn't take my second modafinil. It's just I'm just tired. And they said, well, make sure if your cold got worse to cancel tomorrow. They said, because that's one of the reasons I think she was also kind of worried a bit when I admitted that you know. And I did a lot of sneezing today. Oh, look, here's the part of the old one. So hard to get out even with the right tools. It's so old, and the rubber is so old. This lady that gave me her number in case I sell the motorhome if I get a job somewhere with housing, because her son has a disability. I was gonna go if I'd finished this, but it was so much work, but I would not have been able to do it without this guy. So thank you, sir. I forget his name right now, but anyways, he's a guy who's been around a long time. He worked for the health authority, also as heating and cooling for them before. He was a contractor by himself. That lady actually knew him. He did some work at her house. She seemed happy. So yeah, but still, the lady from the French program, I'm not sure which school. She was kind of pointing towards what on the map looks like the secondary school, but you know, the closer one is elementary, and I'm not sure. I'm not going to go today. Plus I haven't showered in a couple of days, and my clothes is dirty from doing this work. So I think right now, if I just focus on going to a place, if there's Salvation Army or something like that, and just ask where I can shower tomorrow before my dental, and where I can plug in for the next 2 nights. If they have a gas card, wonderful, because my budget is still without a job offer. Very, very risky. And it's harder on fuel now because it stalls a lot more now, unless it's super warmed up, like really warmed up a lot. And it still takes a lot of shot to start, and I think maybe it's still the battery, the secondary battery, or maybe it's the starter, maybe it wasn't lodged properly in the right place, and I don't know. Anyways, so instead of more job search stuff, because I did do some stuff while I was inside there to warm up, is I have to rest so I'm not more sick. And one of the reasons I go through a lot of challenges, like when you don't have the right tools, because I had to buy some at the dollar store, it was too expensive at Lordco, and still it's not all the tools I need to fix my own things, is, you know, you get more poverty trying to fight off poverty. So it's one of the reasons, you know, they didn't even answer my letter the last time, the Ministry of Poverty Creation, when I say I want to work and I have to go to the north, and they just closed without any kind of answer that ticket I opened up. They weren't happy, maybe, or there wasn't a right category. It's just there's no category. And I wrote, like usual, and they've answered before. Say, we'll move it to this category, or we'll create a category that you can't do unless you show up at an office, because it can be done by self-serve. But I don't want to be going to offices. It's just unpleasant. What if I get one that's even worse, even more unpleasant staff? And again, it could be like I get the worst staff, and some of the others might have been okay, but I didn't end up with them, right? It's the luck of the draw. But one of the reasons I'm not very sick, and I'm still reshuffling my list of priorities of problem solving constantly during the day, is I'm very good at pacing myself. So I rest, and I, you know, remember, I have pretty much no support of any kind, right? Just like the stranger will just ask, hey, what are you up to? Do you need a boost or whatever kind of thing? So that's, you know, and that's not something that I can always count on. So I have to pace myself so I don't get sick, and I have to change the priorities of my problems so I don't, lose the ability to start my vehicle, or to not be able to sleep and get sicker or more stressed. So didn't do that much. I would have liked to go see her at the school. She said she had a free period, and maybe because I did update my profile with that school district. But if I shower tomorrow, maybe I'll go to the school. I'm not sure which one.